So guys, what is going on? I hope you guys are well. So guys, we just saw a horrible knockout yesterday, out of the blue really. But if I'm honest with you, I'm not surprised. I told a lot of people that I felt Povetkin was going to beat Whyte. Um, I'm not, I'm not, I'm not shocked because like I said, picked Povetkin to win that fight. I've always felt that Whyte makes mistakes and Povetkin's gonna capitalize on those mistakes, and he did. And I feel like Povetkin, like I said yesterday in my post-fight video, I think Povetkin's got several punches he can hurt you with. I think he's got a right hand that's very vicious. I think he's got an uppercut that's vicious. I think he's got a left hook that's vicious. Dillian Whyte for me has got one punch where he could knock you spark out, and that's with the left hook. But I don't think he's got that kind of venom in that right hand, the uppercut. I think Povetkin's better schooled. I do think Whyte's got a chance, even in the rematch. I picked Povetkin again in the rematch. But I do think Whyte's got a chance just because I think Povetkin's on his last legs now. I don't think Povetkin's punch resistance is what it was. I don't think Povetkin is anywhere near the fighter he was back in the day. I think 9 years ago, Povetkin would be a heavy favourite against Dillian Whyte. But I just think Povetkin's he's more classier when he's throwing the punches. Whereas, like I said, Dillian Whyte, I think, apart from the left hook, I don't really think Dillian Whyte's right hand uppercut is vicious like Povetkin's. Yes, people will say that Whyte had Povetkin hurt. I agree with that. He did have Povetkin hurt. And to be honest, I wasn't shocked at the result, but I was shocked the way Povetkin pulled out a knockout from nowhere when the fight looked like it was just Whyte was going to win. It was going, the whole momentum was in Whyte's favor, and Povetkin just pulled it off. So that shocked me. Not the result, because I thought Povetkin will knock Whyte out. But I didn't expect, when the fight started and Whyte was so dominant like he was, I didn't expect Povetkin to pull a knockout like he did. But I do think now mentally that could affect Dillian Whyte. And I think the rematch is going to be very difficult because I think Povetkin could take Whyte out at any point. And as they say, when you get knocked out, you become more vulnerable. And you only get more and more vulnerable the more you get knocked out. And I think Whyte had a good run. He was on a good run. He had a good momentum. I actually think Whyte's really, for the ability, and when I look at Whyte as a fighter, I think he's really overachieved. He's overachieving, really. You know, for a guy that's had not a lot of amateur background. You know, in the pro game, he jumped in the deep end, and he's done very well, really. So you got to give him a lot of credit. But Povetkin, for me, is probably the best fighter he's fought. I think he's a vicious puncher. Like I said, he's got a lot in his arsenal. He's got several punches that can knock you spark out. And I do think Whyte's going to have trouble again. I think Whyte could win. And I think Whyte's going to have more killer instinct about him when he hurts Povetkin. I think he needs to jump on him. I think in that fourth round, he should have looked to finish it off. But maybe he thought Povetkin's dangerous, probably. But I do think that Whyte lacks that killer instinct when he gets a guy hurt. I saw it against Chisora. He hurt Chisora and he backed off. And against someone like Povetkin, you can't back off when you hurt him because the guy can take you out in any round. Povetkin's got that kind of power where he could ice you in any round. If you look at when he fought David Price, he knocked David Price out with the right hand. You know, Povetkin's right hand is vicious. And yes, he finished Price off with the left hook, but really it was the right hand that knocked Price out on his feet. He was out on his feet. And I just think he's got so many punches in his arsenal, Povetkin, that could hurt Dillian Whyte, where it's going to be trouble. I do think Dillian Whyte is capable of beating Povetkin in the rematch, but I do favour Povetkin in the rematch as well, just because of reasons I mentioned. I think he's got a lot in his arsenal. And I think, like I said, Dillian Whyte's got one punch where if he lands that, he could ice you out. Whereas I think Povetkin can ice you with uppercut, right hand, and a left hook. He's got a lot in his arsenal, and he's technically better. So I do think it's going to be trouble for Whyte. But I hope Whyte can come back because Povetkin's on his last legs. Povetkin is on his last legs now. He's old. He hasn't got the punch resistance he once had. But he's still very dangerous. He's still very dangerous for someone like Dillian Whyte. I hope Dillian Whyte can come back from this. I hope he can beat Povetkin in a rematch, because listen, I would love to see Whyte get his title shot. Povetkin got his title shot against Joshua. He was a world champion at one point. But if I'm honest, I think Povetkin now might be a slight favourite. It's going to be tough for Dillian Whyte. But let's hope, as British fight fans, that he can come back and he can beat Povetkin in the rematch. You know, there's some big fights there that we would like to see. Whyte and Fury. But I wouldn't mind seeing Povetkin and Fury. I think that would be a great fight as well. Let's see how the cookie crumbles. I think I can't wait. I can't wait, because I think the heavyweight division has just got more exciting. Now we've got another monster fight to look forward to at the end of the year between Whyte and Povetkin. Let's see what happens. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, guys. Let me know what you think. And guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.